Hi, welcome to Embracing the In-Between, an inner space journey session where you can step outside of your busy life, the noise of the world, a very changing world that we're in. We chose to be here at this time of this expansion. And it's also a place where you can go to spaces and places where you don't normally get to go consciously, and to be in alignment with yourself in ways that, again, you perhaps not been able to experience on your own. And I'm simply your guide, and you are running the entire show during these sessions. If you're not familiar with what goes on here, I suggest to watch the introduction video and you'll get more familiar with how this proceeds. Okay. So today we are going to go deep into the heart space and the heart of source. And again, if you're not familiar, I do suggest you to watch the introduction video so you can get more familiar with all this. Make sure that you have a quiet space for yourself. You know, we can't get rid of all the noise around us, but as much as possible. And get yourself some water, glass of water, cup of water, some tissues, anything that you feel comfortable to bring into the space. Nice comfy blanket. You can lay down or sit up, whatever's comfortable for you. Okay. Like myself, I can't always get the space as quiet as I want it to be. Since I've been doing the sessions, I've been managing to do it a different time of the day. I usually do it on a Sunday. So instead of in the afternoon, I'm doing it in the morning time. The best time to really do this is like 3 o'clock in the morning, where everything is super quiet. But I've been doing it in the morning time, and there's less noise, less cars, airplanes flying over, all of that, neighbors moving around. In this session, my cat is also adjusting to this too, my cat Ellie. And the morning time is her time where she gets snuggle time with me. So as I go in, this morning, I learned that to not record it right away and to take 10 minutes for her to like settle into her space, because you might hear her meow at the beginning of the session. And I didn't want to re-record it again because I was really, in my zone. So I didn't stop the recording. So you might hear her in the background just briefly meowing at me. She didn't want me to get into the space. She wasn't ready. But again, I'm adjusting to it too and getting familiar with the parameters and how I should be feel comfortable in presenting this, because it is a particular thing to do. Because we all go into trance, and it's good to have things as less noise in the background as possible. But for the most part, it's pretty quiet. Again, you might hear my cat meow briefly if you pick up on that. So I think that is all. I feel that's all for now. And enjoy the space here. And I so appreciate you. I want to take a second here before we get into this that very appreciative of you being in the space and then sharing it with your friends and family, or going back into listening to it too. I listen to it myself, and I feel like it works pretty well. That sometimes I put myself to sleep listening to it. So you always go with the journey that's there. However you do this, you can't get this wrong at all with anything. There's no mistakes, accidents. You can't get any of this wrong. You go into the journey and whatever you need to replenish your body. Again, we're moving through a big shift in consciousness, and it doesn't matter the portals opening or closing, or this particular date and that particular alignment of the stars. I mean, they do have a play in the energetics, of course, because it's creation at play in motion. But just to know that we are in a shift of frequency and consciousness, and that's why I feel to provide the space at this time for as long as it goes. That's why I'm doing a series, and then the ideas come to me as my entourage feels fit to do in that particular week or whatever comes up. So again, you can't get this wrong. If you don't feel like you're following along, whatever it is, we're just your guide, because you're doing this whole entire thing yourself. So whatever you feel to do within the space, do whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, so I feel that's all for now. So may you enjoy, and again, I appreciate you so much. Let's dive in. Okay, you have a nice space for yourself. Nice quiet space. Either laying down or sitting up. Whatever is comfortable for you. At any time that you need to get up and use the bathroom or drink some water, please do so. Okay, so take a breath. Take a good breath into your heart space. And as you're breathing, on your breath of choice, as you're listening, breathe deeply in your heart space as if you have lungs in there. And let that breath out. You could even count 5 seconds in and allow the out breath as much time as you need to have it go nice and relaxed. You could even pause when you get to the end of that out breath and wait to breathe in. On your breath of choice. So you're getting nice and relaxed now. You're going to be slowing down as you come into this space more and more. Sometimes it takes a little bit. So as you're breathing, notice yourself. Notice your body. I'm going to do a little bit of a body scan. Start at your feet. You can even move your toes. Move your feet around. As you're scanning up around your ankles, up and around and through both sides, front and back and the sides, like a snake-like movement. As you move up your legs, and you'll always take your time with this. You'll be in different places as we guide you here. You may be in all the way up to your head at this point. You take your time if you need to do that. As you work up your legs and through your torso, through your lower back and your stomach area and all the way up. Heart space, through your throat area, back and front. Notice your spine. Notice the front of your body, even the sides, places in between as you're breathing. And moving up through your face and your skull, your brain as it's relaxing. Your third eye, all the way through the top of your head, and go above about 3 feet, if not more. This is your space, so notice where your consciousness wants to go. And this is merely guidance. Again, you're where you are at, so you do you. And we're going to work our way back down again. I'm going to do this a few times. So you scan up through the body. Make notes as you're going. Make notes mentally. Make notes of your emotional body. Maybe there's some aches and pains. Maybe some tension. Perhaps you're feeling some giddiness. Some sensations tingling. Lightness. Notice yourself. If you're noticing any pressure or tension, when you breathe out your out breath, you're breathing that out. You may even see it as textures or colors. Perhaps it's dark in color, and it's just breathing out. Give it to the earth. Let it fall away. As you're breathing in, you're breathing in the new. As you breathe out, you're breathing all that stuff that doesn't belong to you anymore. It's a nice flow. And put a smile on your face. Notice happy. Notice content. And satisfied with this moment. You may have now scanned up and down your physical body a few times. Maybe you've done it once and you've just taken your time. That's good too. This is your space. And so you're just allowing the busyness of your life, or the busyness of the world, to simply fall away for just this little bit of time and space. Out of space, out of time, out of that tension. I want you to notice the word trust. As if it's a platform to stand on. and knowing that it's always there, that you're never alone. At times it may seem to be that way. It takes practice. The light is always on. Okay. So perhaps this may be new to you, or maybe you've been in this space before, and you have a place out in nature that you like. Maybe it's a place that you want to go and you haven't visited yet. Maybe it's a place that you've gone in your dream space at night. Maybe it's not of this world. We want you to go there. So bring that up in your consciousness as you're breathing. And be there. Either sitting down on the ground there. It could be a forest, it could be the ocean and the beach. It could be in the mountaintop. It could be in a nice sacred space that you know. Peaceful next to a waterfall. Maybe behind one or in a cave. This is your space. Keep breathing. Maybe it's a cloud. Maybe you're above in the sky. We want you to bring a landing space underneath you. Like that platform of trust. And be there. Notice yourself. Bring in your senses. Notice the time of day, if it's day or night. Notice the temperature. If it's sunny, cloudy, even if it's nighttime, notice this. As you're breathing. Notice if there's a breeze. Notice anything coming into your awareness. If there's a presence here, presences. And they don't have to be a physical presence. It could be a lightness. But you notice that it's a presence of some sort. To the front, to the back, side to side, to the right, to the left, above or below. You may just feel that there's no presence there, and it's you. Simply being here. Present. That you are the presence. That you are your own gift.
Notice a time where you really felt love. You might be feeling it now, but you might have to bring that into the space when you really felt receiving of love. I want you to breathe into your heart space. And at the same time, notice your solar plexus. Notice your stomach area. And then bring in confidence. You're confident here in this space. Trusting the space you're sitting on that's holding you. Trusting the guidance here that's just simply guiding you. Confident of yourself. And knowing that anything that arises is coming from your own consciousness, from your own eternal being. No beginning, no end. Notice your legs. Notice your arms. Notice your head. Notice your throat area. Just swallow a little bit in that throat area if you can. If you can't, drink some water. Some moisture in there. So at this point, you're feeling much more relaxed than when you first came into this space. And you've noticed a time where you really felt love, receiving of love. And again, maybe you already are in that space now. You didn't have to bring it in. A memory, a feeling. It's a softness, a coming home, feeling at home within yourself. Kind of like the ingredients of a recipe. You need a few ingredients to make the recipe. Or colors of a painting. You need a few colors to create the scene. And that's what we're doing here. So if you could, take 3 good deep breaths into your heart space. as you're sinking deeper and deeper into your space. Notice the color red. And place a dot of red anywhere below your torso, on your legs. Perhaps it's on a toe or in the center of your foot. Or just find a space where you feel comfortable to put a dot of red there and breathe. And notice it grow. It's going to grow at a pace of your own pace, slow or fast. Maybe it's taken up your entire lower part of your body, and that's fine. Maybe it's still taking its time growing. Perhaps it's moving in a certain direction. Slowly. It's not just a solid red, like a paint that you'd put on a canvas. It's mixed with sparkles of light as you're breathing. And you're doing really good with this. Perhaps you're sleeping right now, and that's okay too, because you're still receiving the benefits of this. Notice the top of your head, and even bring that above your head a little bit. And notice the white, just like that red dot you placed on the lower part of your body. There's a white dot above your head. And have that grow. As you're breathing, relaxing. Trusting that you're capable of doing this. Confident in yourself. What you want to do now is, as that white is growing above your head, is have that mix with a little bit of that red on the lower part of your body, so it forms a pink color. And so it's going to go in different parts of the body. And everyone's different with this. Perhaps it's swirling around you. And creating a show for you to watch. Notice your throat area and swallow again. Again, if you don't have enough moisture in there, drink some water. You might want to drink some water anyway. That's okay, you don't have to do that. If you're feeling relaxed and you don't want to get up to drink the water. Notice a blue. And this color blue can be any shade. It can be sky blue, it can be a dark, dark blue, or anything in between. But notice that, like the dot. You need to do that and watch it grow in your throat area. And back and front, around your neck. As you're breathing, and take a good deep breath into your heart space. I'm going to bring some colors together here. Put a bit of pink. Put a dot of that into the heart space. Put a dot of that blue in your heart space. Just a little bit. Again, you might see some sparkles. Again, you're made of stardust. Right in your heart space. As you're breathing, I'm going to go deep now. I'm going to go much deeper. Go deep into the heart space. You might even feel like there's a tunnel that you're moving into. It's going to speed up real fast. It's going to go real fast as you're breathing. You may feel like it's gone so fast that you're staying still. And at this point, you're meeting with that color. It's a magenta. If you don't know what that word means through color, it's like again, that combination of that pink and the blue. It's a beautiful color. It's like a dark pink. And as you're breathing, it's going to lighten up so that you can't quite tell it to be pink or white, but it still has a shading of the pink to it. This is the most beautiful space here now. Deep within the heart space. We like to call it your heart of hearts. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. To simply be. You might even sense the beating of your heart, that calm rhythm, that calm movement. This is a beautiful place. Space. Out of space, out of time. So close. So very close. This is home. Welcome home. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Nothing to become. No one to become. You may be experiencing a journey. Perhaps you're with your loved ones. All of who you are. Absolute intelligence, infinite wisdom. Perhaps you're being shown something. A missing piece. Something you were longing for. As you're breathing and being. all of who you are. See here, you're absolute, complete, yet eternal. Not done. Knowing that your journey goes on forever. But not having to be anywhere. This movement brings you to exactly where you need to be. It's happening to you. For you. The light is always on. And as you're breathing, noticing yourself, this is what you've always been searching for. See, there's not much to do here. In fact, there's nothing to do here. Yet it contains all possibilities. This love this. If you could, we want you to notice while you're here, notice the top of your head. You may even feel as if it's elongated, it's grown, real tall. Infinity is a long time. No beginning, no ending. Expansion. Movement. An expanding movement. And there's no end. Perhaps you came into this space today and you had a question. something that's been to the forefront lately. See it answered. See it done as you're breathing. Now you're still in your space, in that place out in nature in which we started. Notice that. Notice how it's changed, if it has changed. Perhaps if it was daytime, it's now an evening. Or if it was evening, it's now daytime. Maybe the scenery has changed. If you were by yourself, now you're not. It could be nature spirits, it could be angels, it could be highest of frequencies that they don't have form, but you see colors or textures. You're feeling it in your body. Notice that. Notice the breeze. If there's a breeze, notice the temperature. Maybe it's changed. Maybe the scenery has changed completely and you're somewhere else. As you're breathing, notice your heart space, that no place, that oneness, the everythingness. The multifaceted love in who you are. Notice that any tensions or things that were bothering you came into this space, or worries or doubts or any of that, notice that they're still there. Perhaps they subsided a bit, but notice that something's lightened up. Notice that the shift of what has been taking place here. And you're not walking this life by yourself. We love you so much. There is so much love here for you. It's an overflowing cup of abundance. Breathe. Notice the breath breathing you. This is love in motion. You came here for this. Not just in this space, but this life. This animating movement of all of who you are in physical form. Frequencies, in physical form. And you matter. Dancing in matter. All of who you are. Everything that you do. And not do. There's no rush. There's no urgency. If you feel like you want to do, then do. Notice yourself. Notice your body right now. You might be brought to a specific place in your body. Perhaps it's bringing up emotions. Perhaps there's some thoughts around those emotions somewhere in the body. Remember that beautiful magenta, that beautiful pink color. Bring in that color to those spaces. And as you're breathing in, breathe out any tension. Now, we're not trying to fix anything. We're not trying to dissolve anything. Simply leave on its own accord. If you're in this space, you're here for a reason. Trust. Know. We're always with you. We always walk with you. Everywhere. You're doing wonderful. So loved. Graceful. Beautiful. Shining light. Being. Coming to all of your senses. Breathing. Being. Becoming. That you've always wanted to become. You couldn't do it without you. Thank you. Thank you for this life. Thank you for coming forward and coming forth. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There's so much appreciation for you. So much love. You are so beautiful. Love. And now if you could, breathe into your stomach, relax your stomach, and as you're breathing in, notice your stomach breathing out. We were doing some chest breathing into the heart. So here, just breathe if you could, the best of your ability. your stomach area. And as you do, I want you to become aware of where you're physically at in your space you came into today. I want you to become aware of your physical space around you. Notice your fingers. Notice your toes. You can even move them a little bit. Stretch out a little bit. If you had your eyes closed or covered, just slowly take the cover off, or slowly open your eyes. Become aware of yourself. Become aware of your physical body and your surroundings right now as we come out of this space. You take it with you through your walk, throughout your days. Bring it into your sleep space. You can always come back here at any time. Notice the lightness. Feeling a bit lighter. Some things are still shedding away as you move through your day, and that's okay. You're still allowing that to be. Make sure you cleanse your body, drink plenty of water. Eat beautiful food. Maybe some fresh fruits and vegetables, or eat something that you really like. You've been putting off because you're not sure if you should be eating that, accordingly to your diet and all that. You do you, but you treat yourself. And get some exercise. Perhaps stretch out your body, do some stretches where it feels good. Take a walk, do some yoga. And stay beautiful. Thank you for being here.